Good afternoon. My research interest topic is how did African Americans become Christians? Submitted by Renee Jones. Good afternoon. My research interest topic is how did African Americans become Christians? Submitted by Renee Jones. Part 1 will be from Africa to African slavery in America. Part 2 will be from African American slavery in America to the 21st century. The thesis is based on the fact that African American Christianity would have to be a diaspora evolved from biblical African Christianity. But how did that evolution take place historically with the advent of the African slave in America? Here we have Ethiopia, Egypt and Ethiopia, which is Cush in Isaiah's time, which would be biblical Africa. The complexity of African Christian spirituality. Western awareness of African spirituality is often ethnocentric at best. The Western lack of awareness was reinforced by the identification of Christianity with European culture, as if they were the only ones who took part in Christianity and not African. Early Christianity in Africa. Early Christianity in North Africa. Christianity reached Africa during 1st century CE, Common Era. St. Mark converted Egypt, spread up the Nile. Romans introduced faith to North Africa. You have the Roman Empire, so they introduced faith to North Africa. North Africa was home to many heresies, however. Arianism, Jesus was human. Monophysites, Jesus had one nature instead of a dual nature of spirit and divine. Spirit and human, divine and human. Donatus, apostate Christians could not return. Backslidden Christians could not return. Vandal German settlers were Arian Christians. And Byzantine conquest returned north to Catholics. The region had no influence on sub-Saharan African. Monophysite Christianity along the Nile. They believed Christ had one nature, largely divine. They were persecuted, declared heresy by Chalcedon. This period takes its name from the city of Aksum, which had been the capital of Ethiopia for several centuries, before the conversion to Christianity of King Ezana. This is the kingdom of Aksum, who ruled from circa 320 to 360 and served as capital for several centuries. While we cannot rule out the possibility that Christianity had been present in the country prior to the conversion of this ruler, it is only starting from this period that expressions of distinctly Christian beliefs appear in the material record. And you can see here, not just down from Egypt, South Arabia on the other side. (1619). The first African captives entered England's North American colonies through Jamestown, Virginia in 1619. For over 200 years, Africans largely from the west coast of Africa, were brought to the United States in the slave trade. At first, Christianity made few inroads into the African slave population, which had its own Christian tradition. And you can see the minister and the congregation there, and the way that Christianity is coming into the African society. Did they exhibit a primal kind of in the closet type of praise at the start and then assimilated? What really happened? When did assimilation start? Where is the link that takes it from the African traditional praise and worship and type of service to the service that starts to assimilate into white culture, into white Christianity culture? When did that start? Where is that link? The invisible African American in North America, Anglicanism. Anglicanism is a religion that was started by Henry VIII when he wanted to remarry. I never thought until I saw this that African Americans were involved in Anglicanism. But here I see, but it does say that they are invisible. They're invisible. Understand, simply because people refuse to see me. So there may be a bit of a problem there with their entrance into that particular religious society. In conclusion, how did we evolve denominationally into a white American Christian society? Where is the loop? Where is the link that made us apostolic? How did we get into the Pentecostal religious society? Where did that come from? Did that come from slavery times? Did that come from the Great Migration? Where did it come from? The same thing with Catholic. We assimilate into the Catholic religion as black nuns, as you can see here, archbishops, priests. When did that come? How did we get there? How did we even get there to start with and assimilate into this religious society known as Catholicism? We go on to the Baptist religion. Where is that link? Did that link come from slavery? Did that link come from the Great Migration, or even the move westward as the country started to move westward? Where did that come in at, and how did it take over the black population, the African American population? How did it do that? Also, when did we become Protestant? When did we become Protestant as a whole, as an African society, involved in the dominant culture, which would be the white American Christian society? How did that happen? Did that happen by missions? Did that happen by slavery? Did that happen during the Great Migration? Did it happen on the move westward? How did that all happen? And where did it all come from that got us all involved in the Protestant religion? And the last one is Methodist Episcopal. However, it becomes African Methodist Episcopal, or what we call AME. Where is the loop that draws us into that particular religious society? African Methodist Episcopalian. How did we get there? And do we have a mixed society? We will take the time to find out just how that happened. Thank you. Okay, it's 10 minutes. Okay, I didn't mean to do that. I'm gonna have to. No, I did not mean to do that. I may have to do it again. You might. Oh my God. You need to come on in the. He says, okay. Okay. Oh, that was perfect, I think. Well, at least. Oh, Jesus Christ. Let me see something. Oh, I got it.